Guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and it's finally happening. We're getting some new Dark Eldar models. Now, first up we have Lady Malice, which you may remember was accidentally leaked a couple of months back, where we saw the sprues, but we never actually got to see the actual put together model. For some reason, the person who had it never decided to assemble it, and we finally get to see it, and it's really nice. It's lost a lot of that very static look of the old model, and has got a considerably more dynamic pose, and it is wonderfully painted. It has got a very strong non-metallic metal vibes on the armour, while still retaining traditional metals on all the metallics. I do have a single complaint about the model, which does come with a couple of options. It's got two different heads, and my complaint is, or the two complaints I generally have are the proportions are a bit weird. The legs are very long, which is fine if that's an artistic style you're going for. The other one is the face. Now, the face is incredibly well painted and is a wonderfully beautiful female face, which is something Games Workshop traditionally is absolutely fucking terrible at. Until now. The problem is she's a Dark Eldar and she shouldn't be pretty. She looks too nice. She looks very much like that character from Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's called Stoneheart. I've not played Baldur's Gate 3, but I like look at it and it's like, yes, it looks like this character. It's just a bit weird, which is why I think the veiled face is a little bit better. And I think maybe it would look better if it was painted in a more pale skin tone, something coming up from the grey spectrum of colours, maybe with a tinge of purple or green in it. However, as it is, I just think it's a little bit too pretty for who and what she is supposed to be. But it's a great face, and it's incredibly well painted. Next up, there is a new archon. Now, the archon that existed before, the plastic one, is terrible. It's this horrible cross-armed pose. There's no reusability. There's no customization to it. You can't do anything to that model to make it your own. This one harkens back to the one before it, which was a fine cast archon, and it's much nicer. I really like the one on the left, this one here, and you can see it's got a paler, more angry face. This one here as well is not too bad. This one is fantastic. This whole setup, absolutely brilliant, really well painted. I really like this. This is a wonderful glow up. This is exactly what we wanted as Dark Eldar players. I don't need another archon. I really like this though, and definitely would consider buying it. Now, these two models, or at least the Archon, is going to be available in a new battleforce, which is going to be released, called the Realspace Raiders, and it's a really interesting looking one. New Archon, a unit of witches, a unit of Cabalites, a unit of Incubi, the Venom Flyer, some... you've got them in your basket right now. Hellions. 5 Hellions. I love the Hellions. I really want some Hellions. And some Scourges. Now, I could use pretty much all of that apart from the Incubi in my army. I already have 10 Incubi. I don't need another 5, so... Am I going to get that box set? It's a very strong possibility, yes. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, Bando, that's quite hypocritical of you. You're always talking about not wanting to buy anything from Games Workshop. And that's right, I generally don't. However, most recasters don't touch the Dark Eldar because they're too fine. They are a little bit too thin to be recast effectively, and I want to expand my Dark Eldar army, so how else am I supposed to do it? Now, would I buy that for scalper prices? Absolutely not. So if I see it on one of the third-party websites, and it's the right time of the month when it comes out, and I've got some money, I would consider purchasing this. Next up, we have a new Codex with some interesting Codex art. Don't mind it. It's okay. Probably not what I would have gone for personally, but I don't have any huge complaints about it. And then a new combat patrol, and it's bad. it is very bad compared to the combat patrol we just had, which was great. The old combat patrol being a unit of Cabalites, a unit of Incubi, the Archon, and then a Raider and a Ravager, which basically was the insta-purchase for most people collecting Dark Eldar, was to buy just 2 of those. And I have a second one ready for, ready to be assembled. This, I'm a little... If the Rax and the Homunculus were new models, it'd be perfect, I think. But I just think that these guys are a little old, a little dated, and I don't know. The rumour is that 11th edition Dark Eldar are going to get a massive range refresh, and I just got a horrible feeling that these 2 units are prime for getting a replacement. I do like the Talos and the Kronos. They're definitely units I want to add to my army. But yeah, I can't bring myself to buy the combat patrol, unfortunately. This, not too bad, and I'm very much hoping that most of this doesn't get replaced. I honestly don't think that any of these plastic kits need replacing. Moving up to 28.5mm bases, I think, is going to be the only thing I would do for that. And looking at them, although they have managed to hide most of the bases quite well, I think they already have. I think these are 28.5, because a lot of these guys are pushed over the edge. Like this pose here, this legs here, is over the edge of a 25mm base. It's about halfway through each foot. And this is looking a bit bigger. So I'm thinking they've already moved these guys over to 28.5. I think that might be a 32. So yeah, very happy with this release. I may not sound it, but hey, I'm pumped. This is great. Interesting looks for everything, and I'm looking forward to the expansion of the Dark Eldar. So there you go, guys. That's a non-negative video from Bando about Warhammer. Take it to the bank. As always, I'd love to hear what you've got to say about this. I'd love to hear what you think about these models. Do you think she's too pretty for a Dark Eldar? Does it very much look like this was inspired by Baldur's Gate? Because I think it was. As always, guys, let's have a chat down in the comments. If you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe is absolutely free, and it always helps me in the algorithm. But if you're looking to spend some money, you don't have to give it to me. You can go over to Element Games and pick up your models if you still purchase from, official sources, and use code JAM737, and that will help support the channel. It will double your reward points, but it will also send a few my way as well. So thank you very much for watching. Let's have a chat, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.